I got you, homie.
Alright, so today I'm finna teach you guys how to do smooth transitions. Alright, so first you're gonna import your clips and turn on motion blur. Once you do that, you're gonna wanna look up motion tile on your presets and add it. Put the output width to 300 and put the output height to 300. Put mirror edges as well. So go to at least like kind of like the end and keyframe it, and then go all the way to the end, kind of like zoom out. Once you've done that, you move the keyframe to the end of the clip and it will look like this so far. It'll kind of look like pretty bad because you haven't done your graphs yet. You select the keyframes, press F9, go to the graph editor, graph it at least like this. Not too much, not too tight. You don't want it too tight. As you can see, it looks like this so far. You know, not too fast, not too slow. Then you're gonna want to go to the next clip and zoom in. At least I'm gonna go out to at least 1,000 because 1,000 is gonna be way smoother. Keyframe it, go at least like to the end right here to make it smooth. Put it to 100, graph it. Just graph it a little tighter because it's zoomed in even more, but it just makes it even smoother. And you have this so far. You can add your shake once you're done with the transition, and yeah, that's how you do a zoom in, zoom out. Now that you've done a zoom out transition, let's move over to a zoom in. Alright, so once you have your clips ready, you're gonna want to keyframe it, put it a little like to the middle, and then go to the end, kind of like the end of the clip, so you can actually see the movement, because when you don't go to the end of the clip you can't see anything. So I rather just for you to just go like kind of near the end and just zoom in about like 1,000 or 500. Once you have that, turn on the motion blur, do the graphs, and it looks supposed to look like that. Once it looks like this, you could adjust the graphs if you want, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it to that graph. Alright, for the next clip, you're gonna want to add motion tile. Once you add your motion tile, since I already saved my motion tile as a preset, I'm gonna just add it to 500 so I could zoom out even more. I'm gonna zoom out as much as it can, then I'm gonna keyframe it, and then I'm gonna zoom in to like right here. And once I zoom in, it's gonna be at 100. Turn on the motion blur, do the graph, and you'll get a smooth transition. So there's a little problem as well, like when you do a zoom in, you'll see the tiles. This is pretty much normal. You could just move the keyframe and it won't be there, but you're gonna have to zoom out even more. So I'm gonna just put it to 0 and change the graph, and boom, you just did a zoom out. Alright, so now let's move on to the rotation transition. So when we do the rotation transition, it's going to be a little different. First, we press R on your keyboard and it's going to pop up rotation. Keyframe it to like right here, like near the beginning, and then move it kind of like upside down, like, and then turn on motion blur, and move the keyframe to the end, and it'll look like this. Graph it. Once you do your graph, you can add motion tile. Forgot about motion tile, but you can add motion tile whenever you want. It really doesn't change, and you don't really have to add that much motion tile since it's just a rotation. So we do that, and then boom, you don't see the black lines or anything. It's just tiles. And for this one, it's just gonna be like normal. You're gonna add the motion tile, and you're gonna turn it upside down, like negatively. So it's gonna be negative 180, and the other one was positive 180. So we're gonna turn this on, keyframe it to the beginning, go to like 24, like right there, and reset it to 0, like near the end, not too far near the end, because then it's gonna be slow. It's not gonna be smooth. Graph it, and it will look like this. But see, since you see like kind of see like the tiles and stuff, just move the keyframe and then put it to like negative 280. Then it'll be way smoother. But you're gonna have to change the graph if you're gonna do stuff like that. And boom, you just did a rotation transition. Alright, for this next one, we're gonna do an X position or X slide transition. So first you're gonna add your motion tile, put it to at least like, just leave it at 300, and press P on your keyboard and it'll pop up the position. Press motion blur, and you're gonna right click on position, and it's gonna say separate dimensions, and you're gonna click on that. Since we're gonna be doing an X transition first, we're gonna just delete this keyframe, move it to like kind of like near the end, not too far, and move the X this way. Then we're gonna put the keyframe to the end, and then we're gonna graph it. Once we graph it, as you can see, it slides. So you're gonna go to your next clip, add your motion tile, press P, separate dimensions, go to X, and you're gonna go here to the left, and then keyframe it, go near the end wherever you want, and put it to 540. Once you put it to 540, it's basically like resetting it. So you can turn on motion blur, graph it however you want, and it's gonna look like this. But as you can see, you still see the motion tile, so you're gonna go move the keyframe a little bit and move it a little bit farther, and then it'll look way smoother, so you don't see the motion blur messing up. So you just did an X slide. Now for the next slide, it's just basically the same thing, separate dimensions, but it's gonna be Y. Move it a little bit forward and then go up. Oh, I forgot to add the motion tile. Go up like one tile up, then keyframe it, or first move it to the end, keyframe it, turn on motion blur, graph it, then it's gonna look smooth as heck. Then you're gonna go on the next photo, press P on your keyboard, separate dimensions, go on Y, and go down. And I forgot to put the motion tile. You're gonna go down one tile. Once you go down one tile, turn on motion blur, go near the end and put it to 540, and then that will reset it, and just graph it like this, and it'll look super smooth. But as you can see, again, you still see the cat your photo, so you're just gonna want to turn it up a little bit, then it's gonna look way smoother. But then you're gonna have to tighten the graph a little bit, so it'll look like this, and boom, you just did a X slide. Now if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button. I try to make this quick as possible. I'm gonna be linking the project file down below, so if you don't feel like following the tutorial, you could just turn this all into presets. I will start editing like a normal edits, but these tutorials be getting views. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, make sure to join my Discord server down below, and follow all my socials, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.